In Washington today, Senator Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government by greatly restricting lobbyists' access to legislators.
The bill, called the People Over Rich Corporations Act, or PORC Act, would prohibit lobbyists from contributing to election campaigns and require anyone affiliated with a corporation to stay 500 feet or more away from any member of the legislative branch.
Opponents of the bill have labeled it a draconian offense against free speech and so laughably unenforceable as to render it a farce. Senator Darcy had no comment for INN News. Should American businesses be compensated if conflict arises in Asia? Legislation being discussed on Capitol Hill would assist with relocation costs for operations based in countries considered hostile to the United States. Detractors in both parties have attacked the bill as a massive bailout for companies that have outsourced American jobs. China and India are the largest destinations for offshore operations, with everything from manufacturing to software development being produced overseas for American businesses. Tensions continue to rise in the Far East as Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's independence rally approaches. The controversial politician has the Chinese government worried that he will formally declare independence, an action that would almost certainly lead to war.
High-level White House sources have told INN News that, should China attempt to forcibly block a Taiwanese move for independence, the U.S. Navy will take, quote, any and all measures to prevent Chinese aggression.
Meanwhile, the president, on a goodwill tour of Africa, issued a statement urging all parties to remain calm and rational, and to let diplomacy prevail.
Mike, enjoying Saudi Arabia? I've been keeping an eye on your mission.
Typical day on the job. Not jealous, are you?
I think you're lucky. All I'm seeing are satellite images. Guess that'll have to do.
Speaking of which, anything new on Shahid or the other leads?
Not much more at the moment. I know Parker and Darcy are trying to dig up as much as they can through contacts and surveillance, though. Anything come up you need my help with?
Can you tell me anything about Shahid?
Not much more than you'd find in his dossier. His personal fortune doubled in 1 year when gas was $4 a gallon, and he likes feeling safe when he travels.
What do you mean, safe?
While Al-Samad is mostly untrained civilians using Cold War guns, his personal bodyguards are well-trained. And judging from the missile used on the airliner, let's just say he makes sure they have cutting-edge tech.
Can you tell me anything about my mission here in Saudi?
Probably nothing Westridge hasn't explained already. If you infiltrate the airfield Shahid uses, I may have more practical advice.
Why is that?
I'll be your handler for that mission. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. I know it's your first time infiltrating an airfield.
As long as you're backing me up, I think I'll be in good hands.
That's very optimistic of you, Agent Thornton. But I appreciate the trust.
So you've been with Alpha Protocol a while, then?
Not as long as Westridge, and not nearly as long as Parker. This assignment with Shahid is probably the biggest one I've been involved in.
What other assignments have you been on?
I went undercover with Parker in Milan as a contractor for Halbeck. It's how we found out the missiles were gone in the first place. Although it was too late to stop Shahid. The incident with the airliner?
Well, we'll catch him this time. He won't get another chance.
I hope so. I feel like if we'd been a little quicker with analyzing the data...
Don't beat yourself up over it. What's done is done. Let's focus on the next step.
You're right. We're closing in on him, and it shouldn't be much longer.
Still, with Alpha Protocol, what I don't understand is why the United States would want to keep this operation secret. Don't they want Shahid captured?
I think it's the missiles that are the problem. Halbeck's a substantial government contractor. The fact the missiles were involved complicates things.
Complicates things? As in, they're a potential embarrassment to Halbeck?
I think that's a big part of it. U.S. weapons used to kill U.S. citizens wouldn't look good on a front page, even if the missiles were stolen. Alpha Protocol does a lot of operations like this. I don't know all of them, or all the names this program has had. It carries out missions without the knowledge of other U.S. agencies.
Like what, the CIA?
The CIA, the NSA. Most congressmen don't even have a clue this program exists. It's designed to prevent red tape. And if it's found out, it just gets buried and renamed.
Renamed? To Beta or Gamma Protocol?
No clue. Parker probably does. He's been here the longest. Whenever it's in danger of being exposed, it closes shop and a new one opens up.
Interesting. I guess that's good to know. Wonder if I'd get a new name if Alpha Protocol shut down.
I don't know. We might get new names, new identities. Or fired.
This seems like a big assignment for a new hire. There must have been other candidates.
There were other candidates, including Darcy. But the recommendation was based on Parker, Westridge, and me. Although when I made my recommendation, it wasn't about Shahid. It was about the larger mission.
So why me?
Because I think when given a choice, you're going to choose the people of a country over the heads of state. And that's not a choice many people here would make in the same circumstances. Especially Darcy. To be fair to Darcy, though, he has family issues that prevent him from going. Notably his father. According to your dossier, your family isn't an issue.
Is that all I am to you? A dossier?
Until you arrived at Alpha Protocol, you were. Not anymore. I think you're someone who does what's right. And that's what I'm counting on.
So I've read up on you.
Really? Thinking about a career as a stalker.
Isn't that what a handler is?
Some truth to that.
You used to be with the National Security Administration, right?
Yes. But it didn't work out so well. I felt I wasn't doing much to make the world a safer place.
So you signed on to Alpha Protocol?
They contacted me, yes. And here I am, talking to you now.
That's all I need. Thanks, Mina.
You got it. Call me if you need anything else.
Try not to alert the camp. If you do, we may lose our chance to find Shahid.
I'm inside.
Sure is a lot of security.
Tell me about it. There's cameras all over the place.
It's bad. But it also means they've got something here worth protecting. Judging from the schematics, there's a security gate cutting you off from the tower.
Any way around it?
Should be a terminal for the gate in one of the buildings. Aside from the panel on the gate itself, but...
Walking right up to the gate will leave me exposed. Got it. I might be able to find a way over it.
If you can fly, then you're welcome to try.
I think you'd be surprised.
Mike, I've got some IDs on some of the men in the camp. Looks like some of Shahid's a leader here. If you can take them out...
Then I won't have to worry about running into them later. Got the last of Shahid's elite guard.
Nice job. One less thing to worry about later.
And that's that.
Good job. You've shut down the hangar cameras. The ones at the tower are on a different circuit, though.
Gonna see if I can destroy these crates before they get shipped out.
All right, Mike. But the control tower comes first.
And that's the last of them.
Well done. Now for the tower. Flight records stored on them we can use to help track Shahid.
I saw...
Done. Transmitting the logs now.
Why, thank you, Mr. Thornton. It seems you found the Al-Samad flight records. Can't wait to analyze these. Receiving. Link strong, we're good. Now get out of there.
Mike, I see you made it back all right. Nothing on the channel about any disturbances at the airfield. Well done.
If you want the job done right, you send in the best.
I'm surprised they didn't see your ego coming a mile away. But still, good job. If this keeps up, we should be able to catch Shahid. And from there, recovering the missiles should be easy.
I won't relax until we have them both secured. Can't afford to get careless now. Is the bug transmitting?
Loud and clear, no problems. We have Parker and some of the other analysts on it now. Shouldn't be much longer.
All right then. Let me know once you found something.
Will do. And again, good job.
Careful, Mike. Don't play games with these guys.
If I could get in without a firefight, that makes getting to Nasri that much easier.
American. Nasri said nothing about an American.
There's a lot Nasri doesn't tell you.
You armed American?
In our trade, of course I am. What, you think I'm gonna shoot you all and carry your entire shipment out on my back?
If you did, you would die.
Exactly.
Go on through. Nasri at the palace, waiting. Can't believe you bluffed those guards.
It has been quiet since the airliner. I would have expected more to have happened.
The airliner was enough, and we have the Hellback missiles for that. Do not be too eager. Loading the second truck.
Nice collection. Wonder if any of it works.
Mike, what the hell was that?
I, fired a missile. At the palace.
Careful, Mike. Nasri's got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace. Spotted Nasri.
He's right here. He's got nowhere to run. This should be quick. Give me a sec.
You, who are you?
See the gun? That's who I am.
You do this? Why? I am businessman, not attack anyone.
Look, enough already. Tell me where the Halbech missiles are, or I add you to the body count.
The missiles? You are too late. Already gone, sold. You cause all this trouble for nothing.
Sold? To who?
I take their cash, not their names. You come a few days ago. Maybe you could have killed them instead of my men, eh?
Mike, this is bad news. If he's telling the truth.
What you do now, huh? Kill me? That not get your missiles back.
Mike, we need to know where those missiles went.
If we let him go, he could lead us to the people he sold the missiles to. Or they might come after him. Either way, we win.
But if he can't lead us to the buyers, then we've let a killer go, and more people will die.
Money, guns, yours, if you let me go.
I'll take the cash you made on the sales here and the account number to the Saudi holdings you think no one knows about. It'll save me from having to hack the file.
Saudi holdings? But...
The cash and the account code.
I get you both. Here, I transmit to you. Number check out, see?
Good. Now get out of here before the Marines show.
Are you sure about this, Mike?
Yeah, if we just let him go without a bribe, he would have smelled a trap.
Ah.
I want him scared, not paranoid. And a little extra cash might prove useful later on.
Fair enough. Search the room, see what you can find.
What's up, Mikey? Problems already?
Just checking in. Had some questions about the mission and Alpha Protocol.
Well, I guess I should feel lucky you're not within shooting distance. After the cheap shots you took on the firing range.
Sounds like you're gonna be my handler when I infiltrate the Al-Samad camp.
Yeah, I got stuck hand-holding you. Hope that's not a problem.
Nothing's wrong, just making sure we're good.
Look, orientation's one thing, a mission's another. People think I have an attitude, but it doesn't keep me from doing my job. I admit, I'd rather be on the mission. But you're the one Westridge picked, so let's get this done.
The Al-Samad detention camp where they got the weapon stockpiles? Anything you can tell me?
Getting satellite imagery of the area has been hard. My contacts haven't turned up much.
What's the problem with the imagery?
Camp's remote and dug into the side of a canyon. Beautiful view, but lousy for spying from above.
Anything else you can offer? I'd hate to go into this mission blind.
Actually, you may not have much choice, so I'm glad you asked. The thing about the camp is weather. Sandstorms are hitting the area pretty hard, which is to your advantage.
How?
It cuts down visibility for you and them. You need to sneak in before they know you're there. So just wait for the storm to kick up, then take them out.
All right, good to know.
Oh, one other thing. They've dug in deep, with a maze of tunnels beneath the camp. If they've got any weapons down there, it's gonna be a pain getting to them.
So what do you recommend?
They probably have as much trouble finding their way around as you do. So follow power lines or work lights when you can. Might guide you to where they've got their stockpiles.
Got it. If they use those same routes to move around, shouldn't be too hard to pick them off either.
I'll upload what maps I have to your PDA. They probably keep the weapons in the bottom of the base in case they, well, explode.
Been with Alpha Protocol long?
Longer than you, so yeah, long enough.
There a problem?
I was just curious how you managed to get this mission instead of me. But if you don't want to tell me, that's fine too.
Maybe they wanted to keep you from getting killed. I read about your father.
I thought I'd already cleared that up. I don't want them making career moves for me or against me because of dear old Dad.
You and Senator Darcy not on the best of terms?
He's a big talker. I prefer making myself useful. But enough about him. He's busy selling himself for the presidential race.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
Mikey, you there?
Yeah. Sit, Rep?
No radio chatter, no alarms. Looks like you did a good job of getting in under their radar. Wish our choppers could. Would have saved us a lot of trouble.
Bad intel?
No, sandstorms. They fuck with the satellite imagery. But they're great for someone moving in on foot. Lets you get in for the kill before the bad guys know you're there.
So, wait for a storm, use it as cover.
That's the idea. Probably won't be that simple. But hey, that's why they sent you instead of me, right?
At the camp. They're dug in pretty deep.
Any sign of the radio tower?
Yeah, it's across the canyon from me. A lot of open ground in between.
Try not to get spotted. If you get trapped in there...
I know. Generator's cut.
Got it. I'll signal the choppers now. Can you get to their main computer beneath the camp?
I think a way just opened up. Looks like I found the old cells, mostly storage.
If there's time, see if you can get inside.
Pick the lock.
Good job.
No sign of the missiles, though. Looks like this place has been cleaned out.
Damn. Guess that would have been too much to hope for. Alright, get to the computer if you can.
On it. Uploading the information now. A lot of data here. And this system looks pretty state-of-the-art.
Receiving. You weren't kidding. Watch your back, they probably got guards on the way.
These specs look like Halbeck targeting data tied into the radio tower.
Alright, get topside if you can. We could use the help. Looks like we got company. A lot of it.
So I'm pinned down?
I got a Blackhawk on the way. Meet up with us topside.
Good job, Mike. Not bad for the new guy.
All the missions go as smoothly as this?
You're alive, aren't you?
Mikey, so you got back safely?
Yeah, thanks for the lift out of there.
Least I can do for all the joy and pain you gave me in training. Just doing my job, providing support.
About the mission.
Yeah, what? Is there a problem?
No, just thought you did a good job out there.
Well, I admit I'd rather have been the one on that mission. But you're the one Westridge picked, and it's my job to back you up. But I was pretty impressed. You didn't need much help. And hey, maybe next time, you'll be on the headset.
We recover anything from the camp yet?
Some records. Good job digging those out, by the way. Still sorting through it, but...
But what?
Well, I'm out of the loop on the data recovery. Westridge assigned the analysis to Mina and Parker. We'll see what they dig up.
What, you can't check out the data? It was your op, too.
Yeah, I know, huh? Apparently, it's not my job when I can chat with you over a headset instead. Whatever. Baldy and the Ice Queen should be able to get what you need.
Let me know as soon as you find out anything, Darcy.
Alright, I'll be in touch, Mikey.
Hey, look. Darcy photoshopped our faces into a still frame of a buddy cop movie. That's, yeah.
This is it, Mike. We can't let either the missiles or Shahid get past us. Shahid's here to oversee the transport of the missiles. We can kill two birds with one stone.
Looks like most of the trucks have already headed out. Wait a minute.
And you have heard nothing from the control tower? No, Sheikh. But your plane is prepped and ready for takeoff, as you asked.
Looks like Shahid's got a whole lot of ugly with him.
Something is wrong. Have our men come to meet the trucks at the checkpoint with the assault vehicles? At once, Sheikh.
It's Shahid. Should I take the shot?
No, if we do that, we lose the missiles. But if you can still intercept the convoy, we have a chance.
Up on the top of the bridge. Looks like Shahid's second in command. And he's brought friends.
They're probably there to meet up with the convoy. You need to take them out now. The trucks will be here any minute. Don't know if he knows you're coming. If you can get behind to his position without being spotted. Mike, first priority is the striker.
This is more like it. Time to use some Halbeck tech to resolve this problem.
So, you thought the death of one terrorist leader would somehow fix the world?
No, I thought that's what you were hoping. that killing Shahid would fix your problem.
Oh, it did. And I'd thank you, but... well, here I am.
Tie and all. Lucky for me.
There's always one thing I wanted to know. After you killed Shahid, why you did what you did next? Were you trying to find out what happened to your friends? Or were you after me? Trying to bring down Hellback, perhaps? Or maybe you were just cornered, looking for a way out. After your extortion of Nasri, I was expecting a more mercenary welcome. Have you come to kill me as you killed my followers?
Sorry we had to meet like this. I tried calling your office.
You are here because America's greed demands it. Your country sleeps at Hellbeck's feet like a dog, hungry for its weapons.
Save the preaching. I'm here for the missiles you stole.
The missiles I stole? They shipped them to me. Then brand me a thief?
Shipped them to you? I'm not looking to shoot you in the head right now. If you have something you think I should know, I'm listening.
So you may use it against me in your courts? I think not.
I'm serious. If Halbeck's engaged in weapon trafficking, they're going to court along with you.
You are Hellbeck's agent in this. Why would you allow such a thing?
I don't work for Halbeck.
Ah, and neither did I. A comforting thought, but it is a lie. You already know something is wrong. The data you found in the detention cells of our camp, that was not stolen missile data. That was given to us. You have two choices. You can believe me or kill me. Hellbeck uses you, but you do not see their influence. You will. Trust me in this.
I believe you, but evidence would help.
The missiles are not enough? Perhaps not. I have other information, and I can obtain more.
You mean if I let you go? No chance.
I give you my word. If you know anything about me, you know I honor a promise when given. When you see Hellbeck for what it is, I will come back and speak to you again. I will not hide, and I will bring proof.
All right. I'm willing to see it. What is this proof?
Call your agency. Tell them I am dead. But remove yourself from the area first, before the call. Give false coordinates. Unless you wish to speak to your god next.
Where are you going?
I will contact you, and I think the information I can provide will be worth the time you have spent looking for me.
Mike?
I'm here. I dealt with Shahid.
And the missiles?
I've disabled the convoy. I haven't confirmed how many missiles we've recovered.
Your first priority is...
Westridge? Westridge, do you read me?
Mike, get out of there.
Mina?
I'm tracking multiple missiles homing in on your coordinates. Get out of
What
there.
the hell?
Mike. Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah. In stereo. Mina?
Mike, you're alive, thank God. You need to get out of there now.
I'm on it. What's wrong?
You're in danger. You need to get out of Saudi Arabia.
But Halbeck... the missiles...
Mike, Halbeck is the one that sent the missiles to your location. I think they wanted to erase the evidence of the missiles entirely, and you along with it.
Great, so now I'm reduced to being evidence? How did they get these coordinates?
That's the other problem. I think they have someone inside Alpha Protocol, and whoever it is fed them the coordinates for the missile strike.
That's pretty dramatic of you. Considering what I've seen about Halbeck's satellite system on the news, they could have been monitoring the area.
The targeting information was precise, Mike, and the missile logged on within seconds of you contacting us.
So you're saying someone assigned to Saudi Arabia? I don't have to tell you, that's a short list.
I know, Mike. That's why no one knows I'm talking to you right now.
Is there a way to track down who had access to my coordinates?
Not yet. You were my first priority.
How long will it take you to find out?
I'll keep trying to gather information. but I don't know how long it'll take, and I don't have clearance for all parts of the facility.
Fine. So I need to get back to base. Can you get any choppers out here?
Mike, you can't come back.
What?
You're rogue. I checked the feeds. They've already sent out notifications to the intelligence agencies about your status. If they find you, they'll give you up to the government. If they don't kill you first.
Wait, what about Alpha Protocol? That's what the agency is for. To allow agents to carry out ops like this.
It's to allow the government to deny ops like this. So that if they're exposed, they can say they had no involvement. Mike, you're on your own. Alpha Protocol's the only thing protecting you right now.
I'm still analyzing the information I got from Shahid, but so far it checks out. He's been busy. And so is Halbeck.
So there was a connection between Al-Samad and Halbeck.
Looks that way. But what worries me is why. According to this, Halbeck's got 3 targets. Taipei, Rome, and Moscow. Transmitting the information now. Looks like the missiles were shipped through Moscow. Halbeck's got a distributor there. Or had one. As for Rome, it looks like an Al-Samad cell was activated, but I don't know why. And in Taipei, Ronald Sung, the president of Taiwan. Someone's been ordered to assassinate him.
This doesn't make sense. What does Halbeck hope to gain?
A profit. Halbeck wants to raise global tensions, spark a Cold War, and turn the world into their private marketplace.
They'll be able to secure military contracts and a steady consumer base for their weapons for years to come, if they succeed.
Would be nice if I could actually tell someone. I mean, besides you.
No one will listen, Mike. Not only are you rogue, but Halbeck's gotten inside Alpha Protocol somehow. If you're caught...
I know. Execution, imprisonment, possibly another lecture by Westridge. I'm on my own.
No, not exactly. They used you. But we can use Alpha Protocol. There's so many levels of secrecy to it. Not even the staff know all the resources the program has.
Like?
Safe houses, weapons. If you're going after these targets, you'll need a base of operations in each city. I can dig up some spots that aren't listed in any records.
Like this one?
Better, I think. It sounds like you're going after these targets then.
Well, I can't go back to the agency empty-handed. And doing some traveling and espionage is why I took this job in the first place. As for the women, I've already met you. I can strike that one off the list.
Charming.
Besides, it'll be fun.
If you say so.
Also, I don't like that they used me to do their dirty work, sending me to kill Shahid and get their merchandise back. No way am I letting them get away with that.
Judging from the data, Mike, it may be a good thing. If Halbeck's trying to cause a Cold War...
They've made a mistake. They're going to cause a real one.
The reporter. The photographer?
Scarlet.
You met her leaving Saudi, then in Taipei. But after that, we lost track of her.
Was that a question? If so, it's classified.
I always wondered how you two happened to meet. Coincidence?
I don't know.
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Misery loves company. Care to share?
No, not really. Same old Saudi Arabia.
Not quite like the brochure, huh?
I'm Scarlet.
Mike.
So, Mike, what brings you to this exciting corner of the world?
I'm in claims and acquisitions for Halbeck, apparently. Still getting a feel for the job.
Oh.
That was my reaction. Or was that an O, as in I've never heard of Halbeck?
Oh, as in the sense of yes, I've heard of Halbeck, military and construction contractor. That name comes up a lot in this region.
That's right. So if you're familiar with the area, that would make you a... Those your legs?
Other page.
Cover story by Scarlet Lake. Photojournalist.
One of the best.
Dangerous work around these parts, I'd imagine.
If there's no risk, it's not important.
I think you're onto something.
Here, call me. I have a lot of contacts in the area. Maybe we can work out a trade. If you should hear anything, of course.
If I hear anything juicy, you're the first person I'll call.
I appreciate that. You know, there's something about you. Makes me think I might just be sitting next to a headline.
You might want to stick close then.
Maybe I will.
You don't really have an option for the next few hours.
But after that, well, I have to get some work finished before we land.
Okay.
Let me know if you do anything scandalous.
Will do. This is it? It's very crappy.
Maybe you should unwind after the flight. Maybe take a shower.
Shower? Oh, this is one of those secret agent hidden entrance things, isn't it?
Well, it was until you started talking about it.
Are you sure about this?
Positive. Trust me.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
This is why I love you.
You can send roses to my dead drop in Prague. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
Priority 1 is to find out more about this assassination attempt.
Agreed. How are you going to go about it?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. I think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
Isn't that why you love me?
You watch yourself out there, Mr. Thornton.
Always.